Okay, okay. Now we should be good on the other ones. All right, now I get this thing out the way. Okay, okay. All right, so it's back on. I'll figure this other part out later on. This thing. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that, everybody on TikTok and YouTube. I'm back on here now, y'all. So, all right, let me finish where we was at. So basically, we was just talking about the hmm, I believe I'm still on YouTube live. That's cool. If not, it'll pop up. It'll pop up soon. But yeah, so basically, we was talking about blockchain architecture. So basically, this right here is the breakdown. Everything we was talking about those previous classes, and these are some diagrams to kind of break down a little bit of it and stuff. So we really just kind of gonna go through just kind of what we already went through, and I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to ask some questions and interact. Sorry about that on YouTube, y'all. I mean, on TikTok and YouTube, the I'm using this different service, and it was tripping on her. I should have did some test runs before I did that. But if you didn't hear, we basically just gonna be talking about what we already previously mentioned or whatever, and I'm just give you an opportunity to kind of ask questions and just we kind of gonna talk about some community stuff we can do with blockchain technology because we kind of got all the bases of it. If you haven't got a chance to watch all the videos, you can go back and catch up with that. But the architecture of it, how the blockchain works, this whole demonstration that we did right here, the this is the whole breakdown right here. All we're going to the Coinbase part of it, and then we went over the Block Explorer a little bit. So let's see, let's go to Ethereum Block Explorer because proof of stake is one of the aspects in proof of work. So proof of work is Bitcoin, and proof of stake is Ethereum. So let's see. Where is the proof? Where is it? Okay, that's the consensus aspect of it. Oh, no, it's a consortium, but basically it's a consensus process. But where is the, I'm looking for proof of work. Yeah, there we go. All right, so proof of work and proof of stake. So this part right here talks about the actual flow of it. So, and we talked about that earlier. So basically, like I said, we just gonna go over some ways how it can help with the community and some different things that we can use it for in our community as black people. So I came up with some different. Let me see. Make sure I'm going through the right one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so here we go. So I came up with some different ideas. I actually used the Chat GTP, the AI help with everything. But these are some ideas to generate how we can use the technology to help us. And I want to explain to y'all. So this next week coming up, we're gonna be talking about the token aspect of blockchain, and this is where the DAO aspect comes into play. So a DAO stands for decentralized autonomous organization. And let's go to one of these. Yeah. So the purpose of it is basically for people to come together to vote on ideas and basically to get things done that they believe is necessary. So if you like, they have certain places where they have DAOs built on businesses so and jobs. So I think over in Netherlands, I believe they had I'm gonna post a video about that. But they had a business that only people owned it were the people that worked there, and they voted on who they want to be the CEO, and and it was all ran through a DAO. So the DAO basically generates. So in a DAO, you can basically create a proposal, and a proposal anybody can create the proposal, and then the proposal is basically ideas of what you think we can do, or how we can work on things pertaining to the DAO, and what the DAO is used for, and then based on the votes, that's what we put the money that we put into a pot to be allocated to do that basically. So that whole aspect of it is the. Let me get this other thing up real quick so I can see anybody. And if y'all have any questions, y'all can um, just drop them in the chat or whatever, and everything. I'll be able to see it. Also on the Discord, we got the chat in the Discord. Also, so if y'all got any questions or y'all got some ideas, I'm gonna put these. Show y'all this list again. Where is it? So these are some DAO ideas, and I put the AI aspect into it because just the AI, we can use it to basically efficiency and creating ideas, and like for instance with this right here, I use all this, like all these came up was with through I came up with all these through using ChatGTP or AI. So I told them what I wanted to do, create me AI DAOs centered around black people in the black community, and things that we can do for us, and things like that. So, and it generated a bunch of ideas, and then I asked it to build on those ideas for building like development and all that type of stuff. So this is just one of the examples, and it's multiple ones. I know somebody talked about healthcare in our community in the chat or in the Discord. They mentioned about the healthcare aspect, and how I believe they're a teacher, I believe, and they have students where I didn't get it. My bad if I'm miswording everything, because I didn't. I just got a quick glance of it. I was driving when I seen everything, but it was basically talking about how some of the students don't have an interest in blockchain technology in the healthcare industry. So this right here is an example how you can use ChatGTP to come up with ideas to generate for creating. So this right here is the Health Guard, aims to create an AI-powered ecosystem to empower healthcare services worldwide by harnessing the power of AI. The community develops medical algorithm, diagnostic tests, and personalized treatment for various health conditions. So, and then this right here is the develop an AI-driven tech telemedicine service for local communities. Okay, B, create AI-based diagnostic tools for early disease detection. Okay, implement AI-assisted mental health support services. Optimize local health centers resources allocation with AI. Okay, develop AI-powered personalized nutrition and fitness plans. Okay. So yeah, see this right here, and the whole purpose of the DAO. Say we set this DAO up, right? Then the people that participate in the DAO, so the DAO will have a token, and it's called normally called a governance token, and also other aspects of what a DAO can do is have a currency or cryptocurrency token that's basically built on where we can pair it to, we can use it to spend and buy things or whatever. And that's really what the DAO aspect of it. When we put money into it, then that money goes into that token, and then we can use that token to buy other things or pay for things that we want to do with the money in the community. And this is all done automatically. So that's what the automation aspect of it, or the autonomous aspect of it is. So decentralized autonomous organization. And this right here, let's see. So let's go through this. So what is a decentralized autonomous organization? A decentralized autonomous organization DAO is an emerging form of organizational structure with a central governing body in whose members share a common goal of actions in the best interest of the entity. Popularized by the blockchain enthusiasts, DAOs make decisions using a bottom management approach. So key takeaway: decentralized autonomous organization is an entity structure which token holders participate in the management and decision making of an entity. So that's why I said the voting aspect of it. Everybody that participate in the DAO, that's who make the decisions for the DAO and how the DAO works, and that's how everything goes. Also, you can put merch. So one of the things, so a lot of times you'll see people, they don't have utility in what they create, and people mistake utility with technology or features inside their app or their system what they creating. That's not a utility really. Utility has to be in the real world. It has to provide some kind of real world basis of using it that we can actually feel and it's tangible or we can see in the community or see what's going on. Like the idea when they had that business. Oh, let me find this. Let me see if I can find this real quick so I can put that link in the chat. Also, in the Discord, y'all. Here, I'm gonna put these links in the Discord because, and this, let me see if this one thing working. See if I can get these notes going. No, I'm gonna chat about. I'll get started. Okay. Okay, all right. So I see you on here, Marie. Yeah, Carla. Yeah, Carla Marie. I see you. Yep. Okay, you on? It don't tell me what you on. I think you might be on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we can set up. So what she said for everybody that in different platforms. So Carla Marie said, so we could set up like a green book for all black businesses across the world. Yes, we can. We can literally set up a DAO based on. Oh, okay, I see you in the TikTok too. But yeah, we can set up. Okay, so that was okay. My bad, y'all. I'm looking at on two different multiple screens. But yeah, we can set up a DAO for anything. If the idea is to basically store all these businesses inside a database, and people can go to the database or the app or whatever, and use the app basically to find businesses in their location, get services, all that type of stuff. Yes, we can build that. That's basically what a dial is for. You can literally use it to build anything. Well, let me show y'all this one where hopefully the video play. I'm gonna play it on low. You know what? I think I had saved it a while back. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's on this one. The YouTube channel is called Wokeonomy or something, I believe. Hold on, let me just type it in. Woke. I don't know how they spelled it right. If they, it says Wokeonomy. I believe that's how what it was. It's something like that. Like, yeah, mod economy. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is right here. But they have. Yeah, where is it? Mod economy dial. They do a lot of things, and this stuff is worldwide. So that's the thing about it. A lot of people don't understand blockchain and food industry. Man, I gotta find. When I find that mug, I'm gonna upload it for y'all to see. I think this might be it right here.
Faith in growth that leads us to chaos?
E cada GDP. It's shaped by the end of.
No, that's not it. That's not it. It was dope in the mug, but they had a business, and everybody in there they participated in the DAO because the DAO basically managed and run the business, and things are ran automated on it because the blockchain when you upload it when you deploy a contract on a blockchain, you can all you got to do is call the contract and it runs it automatically. So whatever the smart contract has set up to run, like for instance, say you have a smart contract for a hiring process, and it's automatically set up to create ads on three different platforms like on LinkedIn, Indeed, and something else. On these different platforms, they create the ads and all that type of stuff, and you can use AI to do it. It can you use the API. So basically, how it work on the back end, the API will do calls for the AI grabbing information or whatever, and getting it from what in the back end. Basically, the business you can set it up as a vector database where it takes a bunch of information and puts in these small little pieces, and that's a whole nother aspect. But just getting the storing the business logic in a business database. So the business, everything the business encompasses, the terms of service, the features, the agreements, everything what a business has, you can store it in this vector database and have the AI call the information what it needs to know, dealing with how everything works in the business basically. And then that information can be used to create the ad, and you can actually use AI to give actual funds to the little AI bot, and it can actually pay for the ad to be put into different services. So now nobody did that. Say we did a vote on a proposal where we need to hire somebody else, and we put that into the system. So now the AI grabs that information and say, okay, we need to hire these many people, and it does the whole process. And basically, we hire these people, break down how the process works because there's already a CEO, there's people in positions, and you can set up these things where this person will be the CEO for 6 months or for a year or for whatever it may be. It's how the people decide how the DAO should be ran, and it can be, like I said, with anything, how using a DAO. And like these right here were the examples. And like I said, that health guard, oh, my bad, the health guard AI one was a simple example, but it's so many different ones like education. So education AI DAO focus on using AI to revolutionize education. Members collaborate to develop AI-based solutions for personalized learning, students, assessments, and curriculum optimization, ensuring accessibility and quality education for all. So see, it's this right here. Let me see. This right here, I think these was the ones just coming up with AI DAOs, but these right here is the ones dealing with the Black community. Okay, yeah, see like this. So this is the one with the health. Okay, I gotta finish adding the different little aspects to it. Let me see which one other ones got some. Okay, I just put the base information on it. So using AI to analyze the address of systematic racism and inequality, research biases in AI algorithm, deploy policy recommendations, and create tools to monitor and report discrimination. That right there, AI social justice DAO. That's something we can come together and build. That's definitely something. And because I'm gonna tell you something with this right here, having our own database and own places where we store our information, we don't actually have to go through them to find records. So we have our own records, and we can upload videos, pictures. We see, okay, say if you've been having multiple issues with this officer, and you upload it to this social justice DAO. We put, you upload it, and you can set it up where the DAO creates a website to intake all this data. But the DAO is managed by the people and the members, and the members can basically the ones that's going to support it. So you put money into it. And like I said, while I forgot, I kind of got ahead of myself. But the DAO can create systems to generate funds, like selling merch, selling, linking up with businesses that support the DAO's mission, and providing funds or whatever. By if somebody say, if you come to this business and you buy this item, or whatever, this product or whatever, it might be a specific product, you buy that product, then now a percentage of that money goes to this DAO. So you can, it's all kind of ways that this DAO can generate funds, and then also dealing with the services they provide. You can provide services in these DAOs, like the social justice thing, where we have people that can, if you feel, okay, I'm having issues with the local government, or I feel I'm being harassed or whatever, you can send out investigators, and then that's a service that we can provide in that DAO, in the social DAO. So then bam, now we have an investigator go out there, and we can probably find some way to fund it or whatever, or if a person has the money to do it. I know it was a business where a brother created like private security. Some people have funds to create this private security, and some people believe in certain aspects of protection and all this stuff like that. Maybe they might be interested in supporting the DAO. All these different it's different aspects of where you can generate funds in a DAO. And like I said, we can put this information in the ChatGPT and say, hey, how can we come up with generating funds and avenues how we can make funds for this DAO to help this movement go forward. So that's the main thing about what a DAO can do, and one of the reasons how blockchain can help empower us. But like, let's go over some more of these real quick. So that's the social DAO, AI and renewable energy DAO, promote AI energy technology, renewable energy technologies in African American communities using AI, deploy AI-driven energy management systems, offer education on renewable energy, and fund community projects. That's a good one. And like I said, the DAO, all kind of ways it can generate money. but it's one of the things is people that's going to participate in it. So, and like I said, one thing like what I'm creating with what I'm building with Support Buying Black Dial, my whole aspect is creating systems for black-owned businesses for marketing and promotion and things like that for them to get business, and then also helping you taking that money and putting some of it into the community, and that's basically helping our community. So that's the utility of what my dial is creating, and I'm basically trying to get people to come together to basically support, and I'm gonna be offering little memberships and all that type of stuff, and basically like 70% of that money is going to go to funding the dial and helping everything like that, and then the other 30% is going to go to paying people that's basically helping run the dial and all that type of stuff, like the governance tokens and things like that. But whatever you have in mind that you think a DAO can be created for, you can literally run that in there and set up the whole DAO. All DAOs have the same basics of coming up with proposals, people voting on it, and then using that money to get what we want basically be done. And right now in our government, they got what was it? I know in Illinois, they have laws. Let me see, block. Oh, can't even spell right now. My fingers ain't working right. So I know in Illinois. Let's see, what was this? This is Wyoming. Oh, see, look, they got laws in there, so you can let's see what they talking about in there is. Let's read that. What it say? Blockchain technology permits small contracts that allow coders to layer on top of currency exchanges, particular condition under which those. Okay, that's probably somewhere local with them. State laws. Let's see, on January, blockchain went into effect in the state of Illinois, creating a statewide framework for using blockchain technology. Yeah, see, so I know in Illinois, that's where I'm at. Let me see what other states have. And this all, all this stuff is gonna come into play. So this right here, the actual law. Let's see, sure this act is cited as blockchain technology. And I know some in this I was reading, it was basically saying you can use blockchain technology and you can't be discriminated to use use that law, or use the technology in certain practices. Yeah, electrical recorded means the recorded, created, generated, and sent, communicated, received, and stored by electric means, including a blockchain or smart contract. Record means information that is inscribed on a tangible medium or that is stored in the electronic or other medium is retrievable and perceivable form. Smart contract means a contract stored as an electronic record which is verified by the use of a blockchain. Alright, so let's see. Limitations. If parties have agreed to conduct a transaction by the use of a blockchain and a law requires that a contract or other records relating to the transaction be in writing, the legal effect, validity, or enforceability of the contract or other record may be denied if the blockchain contains an electronic record of the transaction is not in the form that is capable of being retained and accurately reproduced for later reference by all parties or other persons who are entitled to retain the contract or other records. So that's good right there. So basically, if you can't bring back the contract, and that's one thing when you building these things, everything with the contract, you can literally take everything that's an actual contract in the real world that they write out, and you can put it on the blockchain and put all the information in there. So if you having a legit contract in the real world, you can literally take that whole contract and put that into code and then put it on the blockchain and have it be enforceable and retrieve that if you're doing legit business. And that's the thing about this stuff. And also with this, when it's on the blockchain, everybody can read that contract. So, is there a preferred blockchain to use when creating a DAO? So it's not really a preferred blockchain. There's so many of them. I would say the best ones. I want to. So this is not financial advice and none of that stuff like that, because this does deal with money. And I'm not promoting any of these different blockchains. But I would say the ones that are fast and then cost effective in a sense. So I know Solana, that's a good one. They say I haven't really used Solana. I'm more familiar with Near, Polygon, Aura, Ethereum. Those like really Ethereum. That's really kind of the forefront. but a lot of people build um, what they call side chains to actually put stuff onto these blockchains. Like Aurora is so Near is the blockchain, and then Aurora is a side chain for Near, which uses their gas fees and all that type of stuff, which makes it cheaper. But then it's I think it's built in Solidity, so it can actually work with Ethereum. And a lot of people was taking their Ethereum DApps and putting them on Aurora. Yeah, like layer two. Yeah. So all these different and so for instance with Near Ethereum, a lot of them Cardano, a lot of these blockchains have different layers and like for different things or whatever. That's also dealing with the nodes. We kind of broke down a little bit how these nodes work and stuff. But yeah, the different layers is basically another way of so that's a side chain. So the ones I mentioned like Aurora, that's Near side chain. So Near is the main blockchain, but then because they wanted to use Ethereum's DApps because a lot of people were moving, and also other places have this too. So it's not just Near that has that one. I'm just more familiar with the Near blockchain. Yeah, it is cheaper. So yep, and so that's one of the things. So when developers were building things, the gas fees and all these different type of things cost a lot of money. So when certain transactions and things are happening on the DApp, it's going to cost more money if it's on one of these bigger blockchains. That's why some of these blockchains have layers where they're using only users on this layer, but then the validators and all this other stuff is on this layer, all the what they call the infrastructure. So that's the what makes the stuff work and all that's on there, and that's where the validators, developers, all those people engage and act on that stuff. And then this like a layer for the users. So then they do and that's how you can get faster transactions and all that type of stuff. And down here they bundle a bunch of transactions into one sometimes. So it's different blockchains function different ways. That's what the whole blockchain architecture and the consensus aspect of it is. So like I said, some of them use proof of work, where you need the nonce and the validators to basically make sure that the transactions are legit and everything like that. And then with the proof of work, well, no, the proof of work has the nonce, and then the proof of stake is that's the where's let me show you. Hold on. So proof of work has the nonce. That's where it has the correlation of the hash for a computer to use the computing power to try to figure out the nonce to associate with that hash and solve the equation. Um, oh no. You're looking for type blockchain consensus. Excuse me. Like I said, it's proof of work, proof of stake, proof of what they call it, quantity like requirement, like yeah, with capacity, authority, importance. See, and this right here, I'm gonna put this into the Discord and all these other links too. I gotta find that one that broke down because that business one was dope in the mug. It was crazy how they had that whole thing set up. Let me see if I saved. I think it's. I think I had that on this computer. Oh yeah, here you go. New economy. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go, yeah. So this right here was this one I was mentioning about the business.
about.
So we have to, because of the
This right here is dope. They had a garden. This is a community garden managed by a DAO. Like, this is how dope this stuff is. People literally can put in, like, if you believe in something in your community, and you have a DAO in your community that support that, and you put money into it, not only can you actually receive whatever's coming out that DAO to help your community, but you also can get a job in that DAO too, because there's funds in that DAO to help pay for the people that's doing things that's physically going to do the work. So it's just so many different ways where it works out better for everybody.
in the intensity and scale of the operation, we have to make maximum use of time and space. So as soon as a crop is done, boom, replant, you know. Here are people using these words, urban agriculture. Nobody had ever heard those two words together. When I would describe it, it's like, what? And we felt we needed to demonstrate that it was possible to have a successful enterprise business based on agriculture in the city and at the same time support people's needs. We had to bring the farm to the city. You know, we had to create within these boxes an entire ecosystem. Kind of crazy. Imperfect, but has potential.
We are providing employment to people who are facing barriers. Sometimes that's an addiction, sometimes that's mental illness, sometimes it's a physical illness. Whatever the barrier, it makes it hard for most of our staff to work a regular job. They need a job where there's flexibility and understanding about the ups and downs of their lives.
Right there, lemon tree with lemons. Right?
Go, this is a reason to get up in the morning. This as a choice between something that's going to bring you down and something that might.
In agriculture, in my life,
operation, we want to have a community brewery, so one that everybody
structure. I think people want to be in on big decisions that matter. How to structure that becomes really tricky. We'd have to learn that. It doesn't come naturally. The cooperative is simply a one-person, one-vote ownership structure. So you get a group of people together, everybody gets a vote, and you set up a company or a bank or a store or a farm. It's a very simple structure.
We purposely located ourselves in Old East Village. It's a neighborhood we love. It's a neyborhood that many of us live in. And so we want to be part of that community. So we don't want to have a huge, pollution spewing kind of operation. We want to have a community brewery. So one that everybody feels they can be a part of. Everyone feels that is doing things that are in the best interest of the community.
And you see now, look, this right here is the main thing about this. You doing something for the community is for the best of the community. When you deal with all these major corporations, they are trying to siphon as much money and resources out of the community. But when you have a business where it is literally giving funds back to the community based on how the DAO and how the community structures it, and the people in the community that participate in the business, it's more longevity for the community and it's growth for the community. But in the aspect of dealing with how these corporations work, they're taking all the money and giving it to a small group of people. So it's a whole different aspect of how this dynamic plays out. And if a lot of people did this, if we spent a lot of our money on our local businesses and supported our local communities and our people and stuff, we would have more funds to do a lot more things in our communities and also be able to fight these different large corporations and businesses and all this type of stuff. Because these are the ones that's really hurting our communities because they really don't put nothing. Like it's like you taking majority and giving, like if say like how, for instance, how I'm creating with the support by Black DAO. I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I give 80% or 70% back to the community, it's doing good. You get what I'm saying? But with a business of these corporations, they want to take 70, 80% out of the community and only give 20% back to the community. And that's include the taxes, that's include everything, the little charities they do, paying their employees, all that. They trying to take as much money as they can and keep it to themselves and give as little money to the people to the side. And all it does is take away from the communities. Like where I'm from, East St. Louis, the history of East St. Louis is built off of corporations building their businesses on the outskirts of the city. And on the outskirts of the city, they don't have to worry about the laws and the taxing and all that type of stuff, and they give little to nothing to the community. That was how this whole city was built off when it first, from the first people that came over here, them European settlers and all that type of stuff. This is how they built this city up. It's a bunch of corruption, all this type of stuff that goes on. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to build the Dow, to help build our communities up. But that whole structure of how this city was built is a corporate things, or corporate entities basically siphoning energy and resources out of the community. And we over here, we have a bunch of industry factories and coals and Granite City Steel Mill and all that type of stuff. But all these things was built on the idea of just staying outside of the city limits, extracting the resources out of it and giving it little to nothing. And that's why one of the reasons why our city has never really been, a major aspect of it. You can see people post on the internet where they'll show you St. Louis, and then they'll switch over and go to East St. Louis, and they'll show you there ain't no major buildings or none of that on our side. It's like it's just a casino queen and this old barge thing or whatever, but ain't really nothing on this side. But then when you put the camera on the other side, St. Louis got all these big skyscrapers and all these businesses, Fortune 500 companies, all that type of stuff. But over here, it's really nothing over here. They don't really put nothing back into the community, and they, the YT people, they make it seem like we the reason the city has been how it is. But nah, this has been like this from the jump. And y'all still, and when y'all moved even more of the industry stuff out of the city or whatever, it took away more taxes and stuff like that. That's one of the things that happened in Cahokia, where the large companies, they took their businesses out. I think it was Walmart, and they sat there and basically that took away a lot of the tax money. So it causes problems and stuff in the community. But then they're like, oh no, you got to do stuff for yourself and all that. Like, nah, y'all taking resources and money, life and energy, because people put money, energy, and time. Time in our life, we don't get no infinite life. It's a small fraction of life that we get. So then when we putting that energy into this right here, and then we don't get our just due back and what we owed or whatever, things come up short. So it's like, nah, people get over, and a lot of this corporate stuff is one of the reasons why they get over on us, because we don't look at it like how we should by being stuck together and focus on our community and building our community. We trying to get our money and take it elsewhere and put it in the other places or whatever to help build their stuff up. But we never really gonna have nothing if we don't build up our own stuff, But I'm rambling, my bad. Anyway.
Co-ops, they're a very old business model.
But yeah, they're gonna show. I don't know the exact point where they talk about the little let me see. But they're gonna talk about basically how he mentioned it a little bit about how they set up that one vote structure for the business, but also then it's other little parts of it.
Model. They're an underutilized business model, and at their premise, they're about a more equitable distribution of power and wealth.
If we can just make a couple of notes of positive and then things to improve on, maybe?
The idea is a very beautiful one when you think about how it can work and how everyone works together.
Do it on a night that, like on a Friday or Saturday night, potentially, when we're going to be busy in the cellar. It's one member, one vote. It's not $1, one vote. So it doesn't matter how much of the company you own, how much you have invested. It's that you have a stake in the outcome.
That's a food hub. That's a real food hub.
So there's no need for a president. There's no need for a secretary. But they say, no, you need to have one. What kind of corporation doesn't have a president?
So it's about engagement. It's about folks having control over the workplace, as much as they also end up in a position of the workplace having control over them, right?
Let's talk about Steven. At the end of the day, we're people helping people, and I think that's how a lot of my coworkers view this job. And if you're coming into this job from a non-cooperative structure, I think it can be very different, but I do think it encourages folks to view their work differently and therefore work in a different way.
We're not taught to cooperate, and we're not taught to trust. Think of all the board games that we play when we're kids. I just remember playing with my cousins in the Monopoly. It's about being at the top.
Working together
is really hard. And when everyone has, the purpose of a worker co-op is democracy between workers. So when everyone has an equal voice, it can be difficult to reach a consensus. But yeah, basically human interaction is hard, especially when there's not a hierarchy saying, I'm the manager, this is what we're gonna do.
That's right.
We can all work together for somebody else's goals. So cooperation to me means deciding on those goals together. And maybe it's the benefit of having a brewery is that you get together and you have kind of that, Habermasian cafe style where everybody debates. It's that's the democracy. And not a voice that's just understood through a vote, but a true voice at the table.
Well, we're having a baby in a few months. Yeah, really soon, coming up really fast. Yeah. This is we have to decide that, right? What does paternity leave really job for, 3 possible for me to step away from my daily job?
She mentioned how voting inside the system or whatever, how they have a say-so inside that. So that's something that's key.
Is it going to be possible for me to step away from my daily job for, 3-4 months, maybe longer? Which brings us to another complication, which is where do we find more people with the vision that we have, the dedication we have to our work?
Who was I speaking to the other day? They said, never get in business with your friends. And it's just like, I don't know who I'd want to work with otherwise, because if they don't know you, if they don't know your story, then how do they understand where you're coming from? So running at 100 though with just one element.
100 with one is what I've been doing.
I think that's, let me see what.
Well, it's
Oh yeah.
As the new immigrants, a lot of women go through struggle. The first time is not.
We stood up against the regime, so I grew up in.
They got a whole bunch of different aspects of how they use different. Hold on, let me see this guy right here.
The corporation that wants to maximize profit for its shareholders.
I see traditional corporations as boxes. Okay, so there are spaces of confinement that limits you in what you want to do. Let's say you have a project and you go to a corporation, and the question is, do we have the budget?
This right here is, I think these guys created they have a business where they create little robots or things like that, where it's like people can come and use their little services or whatever and stuff. But it's also ran by a DAO. Yeah, all these different things are ran by a DAO. The garden, that's the whole theory behind everything with this stuff. It's like looking at the economy in a new way, basically. But you can see right here at the bottom it says, among these are a small craft brew co-op, a peer-to-peer open hardware lab, and an urban agriculture social enterprise. See, these are all different aspects. And then, what's this down here? Okay, more documents about this stuff. But yeah, check this out. I put it in the Discord so y'all can look at it and stuff. But yeah, so these are some ways that you can actually use this stuff to help our community, and we can actually do things with it. But like I said, let's go through some more of these real quick. And also, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm probably gonna be on here a little bit late and do some code. I'm gonna play with a little bit of these DAOs. Let's see, the local governance DAO, empowering African American communities to provide AI-driven tools for local governance. Yep, that's good. Community discussion, provide data-driven policy analysis. Let's see, support African American content creators using AI DAO, like AI content creator DAO. Yeah, that's a good one. And see, all these are different DAOs. Let's see, addressing mental health challenges within the African American community using AI. Deploy AI-driven mental health app, provided resources for therapy and and promote mental health awareness. Yep. Yep, you're right, Tony. Yep. That's the beautiful thing about this. And one of the things, so also, let me see if I can. What time is it? All right, forget it. We're gonna go over tonight. I'm gonna show y'all real quick how simple these things are to create. So let me this is a tool that you can use. Hold on, let me go to GitHub. This right here. Oh dang, hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot I had cleaned everything up. Everything again. Alright, so this is a tool. Where are these at? I'm gonna put this in a link too. And I'm gonna show y'all real quick how to set this up. Let me make sure this works right. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I just switched the screen, my bad, y'all. Okay. All right. So this right here, what I'm on is called GitHub. Let me find this one I was messing with. But we finna open up this cursor real quick. We finna run this. Where is it? So basically what we're finna use is this AI tool. It's an AI bot that does the research to set up a business. So you can put in information about a business and it will give you the information to set it up, and then also have an AI marketing bot, which you can put that information inside that bot and it will spit out how you market this and set up a marketing campaign and do that whole process. Where is it? I actually already got it on my computer. Hold on, let me go back. That wrong one. Let's read the other one. Yes, it does encourage people to become problem solvers. And it holds people accountable. Okay, yeah, here we go, right here. So this one right here, y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do this real quick. I put this in the Discord, this GitHub. So this person right here created this. So a RAG stands for retrieval augmented, what's that, retrieval augmented, I can't remember what's that RAG stand for. It's retrievable augmented something. Let me, so I make sure I'm telling y'all the right thing. So that's what I was missing with the database thing or the vector. Yeah, generation. I don't know why I ain't, oh my God. Anyway, retrievable augmented generation. So the augmented aspect of it is like it's arguing, trying to figure out what it is and all that type of stuff. But the RAG, basically it's taking vector database or information and putting in a vector database and then retrieving that information to generate like all kind of data and then things that you're trying to put together or whatever. But where was that? So what this guy did right here, he created AI agents to do certain tasks. So they have an AI customer support agent, AI investment agent, AI legal agent team, recruitment agent team. With these ones right here, we're gonna be using, where is it? The startup trend analyst agent and where is it at? It's another one, another AI research, but it's a marketing one. But I have both of those already kind of set up. Let me go ahead and open them real quick. Where is it at? Where is it at? Do. You know what? Let me go to the desktop and look for it. Tool bills. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, so it's in the tool bill one. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Okay. Let me switch this screen real quick so y'all can see. So, where is it at? All right, so yeah, we're using the AI startup training analyst agent, and we're gonna be using there's another one. But first, let me go ahead and start with this one. So, All right. So one thing when you working with this right here. So all this right here is built in Python. So actually have to create an environment. Anytime you're dealing with any Python program, you want to create an environment. And I already created that environment. So basically, I got a CD into that. But let's see. First, we got to go to the awesome. And, oops. Make sure I got that right. All right, so what I'm doing right here is this called a terminal, and also this right here is called update. I'll do that later. But this right here is what they call as cursor. It's an IDE for coding development, and this basically this little side port is all the different files and folders and things like that. And this port right here is this top half. Let me move this down. This right here is basically all the code and all that type of stuff. And, if you're not familiar with how code works and everything like that, or how the IDE works. And then this bottom port is the command or the terminal. So you use this to run command lines and things like that. And what I just did was I CD'd into the folder, this folder right here. Well, I CD'd into this folder right here first because it's a bunch of them. So this guy, he did. Oh, wait, let me nope, I don't want to enter chat. So I'll switch this. So the guy, he created all these different AI agents, and that's what all those folders are about. So all these different folders right here are the different AI agents. So like I said, I just CD'd into, oops, into that first one, that awesome LLM apps. And then now we finna go to this AI agent. Oops. And then we're gonna go to AI. What's that? Startup. Trend. Analyst. Agent. Make sure I spelled it right. Everything right. AI startup. Trend. Mr. T. Okay. And then let's see. We got it stored. Let me actually go up. On the Windows. Oh no, it's activate. Do the activate one. I already created the environment. So I think it's active VN. Oh no, spelled that wrong. No, I don't think that's right. Gotta make sure I'm using the right command line. No. Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, is that right? Did I do it? No, that one's right. Let me see which one version I got. So it's, oh, okay, hold on. I might have to open it up here. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Missed some steps. Do all that over again. do it right. Somebody in there. What was the last one? Starting trend. Nope. Copy wrong one. Tripping. Wow, what I did right now, I just went to a different this bash. Let's run it now. Run it now. See if it works. Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm tripping. That's why I hate Python. No. Make sure I'm using the right command. Okay. No, that ain't right. What am I doing wrong? Hold on, let me make sure. What Python version I got? Windows. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? No. Which one was it? Hold on, let me actually just go through the what you got. Where is it at? I might be doing something wrong in that part. Start up. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Okay, still ain't working. This is not the right one. Yeah, it still ain't working. I did that wrong somewhere. Oh, that's what I did wrong. That's okay. My bad, John. All right, there was a lot of mistakes. So basically, what I was doing, messing up with that, I was using a Mac OS. So it's different commands for different virtual environments. So basically, I just did I had to activate this VENV. That's what the virtual environment for this app is for, and that's when you activated it, it'll show it up right here on the little command line, and this is the file right here. But then, okay, so now I think all the requirements already installed, everything like that. So we can just run the pip of the Streamlit. So, okay. And also, let me show y'all real quick. So, excuse me. Oh, my bad. Y'all can hear? My bad, y'all. My bad. I don't know why this. Can y'all hear me now on the Discord? My bad, y'all. I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to figure that part out. Let me know if y'all can hear me on the on the Discord. And log in. Is it, you said you're on board with that green book. Yeah, that green book is a good idea, man. You got to get the people to come together. That's the main thing. But like I said, what I'm doing with this education, trying to get our people to understand how it works. That's one of the main things. How to get everything rolling is the education. So when people understand stuff, then they can see the power of it and how it can be used. A lot of people push the what they call that doing the cryptocurrency and all that type of stuff. You know, that stuff yeah, this is ridiculous. Alright, so let me show y'all real quick what I'm doing on this end. So I just logged into my what they call this? Anthropic. So alright, so I'm this right here. Where is it? I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay, I see it's loading up. But yeah, so I logged into Anthropic, and with this little tool right here, I have to make a. Where is it? Hold up. What do I do with it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so with this tool, we have to have an API for Anthropic. So API is basically a system where you can use the services or basically get access to data. And Anthropic is the large language model. They one of the best ones out here. But this is just a test API. And you don't, so this right here, you don't want to share this with anybody. I'm just going to make this right quick and I'm going to delete this mug. But just to give it to you. So once I hit add, it's going to generate the little API key. So I'm not going to share that real quick. I'm going to just put that over here for a second. Yeah, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to add this in here. And so basically, this right here, I'm going to add the API key inside this Anthropic or this. So once I hit, let me go down to the, oops. So once I ran the Streamlit, so this right here is a command. After I activated the environment for the Python app, this AI startup trend analyst agent. Once I activated the environment, then I ran this command right here, Streamlit run startup / trend / or underscore agent.py. That's this code right here. So that's this page right here. So this one piece of code runs this agent. And there's actually some more to it with these other little parts. So it's this right here breaks down also some of them. So the Pi agent, the Pi tool, this right here is DuckDuckGo. This is the Anthropic model. They're using Anthropic. That's why I need to put the Anthropic API key in there. This right here is the code right here. So, and it's simple with Python. It's pretty straightforward, as you can see. So it kind of break down. So let me put this code, this little API key in here. So copy that, and then throw this API key in here. Let me put it on there because I don't want to share this. So you don't never want to share the API key with anyone because it can people can use that API key and then do whatever they want to do with the API key, and basically you'll be paying for it. So you have to put money into these systems. This right here, you have to put money into this Anthropic. See how much I got left in here. Okay, I got $9. All right. But yeah, so once I run this, you're gonna see this little amount gonna drop down. So I already put the API key in there, and then let's see. So what we doing is taking this Trello. So let me move back to this first one screen. Did it go to it? So this right here, these dials right here, is what we gonna put in here, and also some other tools. I'm gonna go ahead and stay up on tonight, and we're gonna just basically do some coding and building. So which one y'all want me to run in here real quick? We really gotta put in the area, but we're gonna use this for the whole. We just gonna put this idea in there with it. But which ones y'all think I should do? Y'all wanna do the green book? Let's see. So basically, like I said, what this thing gonna do? Let's see. Enter area of interest for your startup. So you can put an area in there. So we put USA, and then what it's gonna do is break down what's some trending things or trending startups. So this is one way you can actually create a startup. But then also, we're gonna use the marketing one. So this one right here, where's the mug at? So that marketing one. So it's a marketing one. Where is it at? Investment. Oh yeah, AI service agency. Yeah, this right here. So this one right here is the marketing one. So we're gonna run one of these dial information in that, and it'll let us know how to set up the dial. And then we're gonna use this other tool. So we're gonna do all this with AI tonight, y'all. So let's see, copy coder. I think that's the name of that thing. And then we're gonna use this other tool called copy coder. So far, I ain't have too many good experiences with it. Well, it's decent. They got majority of the stuff done, but I probably was using some a little bit more complex things involved with it. So let me show y'all real quick. So this website right here. Oh yeah, it's already on there. So this website right here, copy coder, is what we're gonna be using. This over here, so we can put this information here. Command. So this right here is going to, oops. Okay, where is the thing at? Come on now. Was that the right one I logged in? That might have been the other one. Okay, was this the right email? Come on. There we go. I'm tripping. All right. Okay. So this right here is a tool where we're going to be able to take an image. What we're going to do is going to go to this website called Behance or Dribble. Probably do both of them to look up. What was that? So Dribble. So these are websites where they have web UI designs, UI and UX design. So UI is the user interface, and UX stands for user experience when you're developing a website or app. And these services actually provide just ideas basically people can use. So we're gonna use just type in website UI, and it's gonna give us some websites. And so basically we're gonna be able to take this picture. We're gonna be able to put this picture into this right here, and it's gonna generate prompts for us to put it inside this right here. This oops, this IDE, cursor IDE. So we're gonna put that in the cursor IDE, and it's basically going to generate the app for us, basically the website, everything, and it's going to set it up with Superbase. Superbase is a back end for managing data in a app, and basically this all is going to be done by AI. So let's go back to the, where is it? Okay, so all right, this right here. So first thing we had did was run this AI startup training analyst agent. And also, if y'all lost track of how all this kind of ties into the DAO aspect, once you build a website, then you can connect a smart contract to it to actually do things and make everything run and all that type of stuff. But reason I'm showing y'all this method of doing this stuff with AI is because a lot of people aren't coders. So if you don't know how to code and do things like that, this right here is a good method for you to learn and start getting into the ground of it and stuff, because this right here is going to eventually, I say in the next couple months, you're going to see a bunch of people creating apps and creating different things with AI, and people going to be creating apps amongst each other, like your friends and family. Y'all going to create your own apps, and people going to be able to share and engage on your own apps and things like that, because this technology is getting to the point where everything can be done using AI. So it's, it's a whole new world with everything. Also, can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all in Discord. Can y'all hear me still? Ain't nobody say that. I'm sorry. Hopefully. All right. But yeah, so this right here, yeah, everybody gonna be into these little things where they can develop apps and develop little services and tools like that on their own. So, but this right here gives you ideas to create startups. So this right here is an AI startup training analyst, and we can actually put in the interests, like these different things or whatever, and it will tell us some good routes to go. So emerging trends, as you can see, increased focus on U.S. domestic foreign policy. So what this does is it searches the internet and finds different, like it says, emerging trends, and then it creates startup ideas for it. And then you can take this information and put it inside the cursor. And so once you take the image and create the, once you use this right here and create the image, I mean, once you get the image and then create the app, then you can start getting into more details with the cursor and the cursor IDE, this tool right here, to develop everything that you're trying to develop, precisely. And you can also, once you get this information, like this right here, you can put this information inside ChatGTP and say, one of them I did, let me show you real quick. I made this one specifically for when I develop apps and things like that. It's a GPT. Give me this. So this right here, political analyst for forecast tool, AI-driven platform that analyze political trends and predict policy changes happening in business and individual prepare for potential shifts in government policy. All right, so that's cool. Well, that's actually a good one, because they target business owners and businesses that love that, and people that invest and all that type of stuff. But yeah, so okay, yeah. So this right here is gonna map out the whole, basically everything, and what you do is you just go through this and you make sure everything is correct and everything line up. Do your research, do your due diligence, obviously, and once you do that, then you can take this information and put it into the cursor. Also with the front end, so this right here is, well, with the developing aspect, most people won't understand this stuff. So dealing with the stack, like the front end and the back end, you'll know what to do with it if you kind of understand the stuff. But this right here, what I created, this basically is it already has all the information inside the GPT. So I created this GPT, so all the information is already inside this GPT, and I saved all this information in here to kind of organize how I want all this plan thing to come out. So it finds you the delivers the the file tree. Excuse me, the file tree for the project, and then everything basically. And once I hit continue, it'll go with doing everything else like the roadmap and deploying all that type of stuff. So, but you can take these little trends and you can throw them inside ChatGPT to basically map out all the different services like key features, see real-time political trend analyst, news, government statements, and social media emergency political trends, policy change prediction, sentiment and opinion mining, gauge public and political sentiment for speeches, debates, and social media. Yeah. So you can use all this. So you can use AI to get data from APIs to gather a lot of this information, like the social media information, political sentiment, like from speeches, all that type of stuff. You can go to a YouTube channel and grab all that data, or go to a YouTube, like a video from, excuse me, you can go to like a video from like a political station like CNN or Fox or what, you know, whatever ones. Basically, you really want to grab all of them and then see what people like, get all that data from whatever video or topic, and then grab the sentiment, and you can use that with AI to determine, you know, and then you also can use that with like demographics, so you can find out certain demographics, which you know, aspects, you know, break down into, so that way you can sell to people better and stuff. And then also this you see here's the user metrics, so growth rate, engagement. Also, I think I have put the pain points in this thing too. Or no, I think it's the other one where it breaks down the pain. Oh no, yeah, this right here has the pain points, I believe. Yeah. Well, yeah. So these are just, like I said, it generated these different ideas, these different trendy things. So you can literally use this to create the app or whatever. So, all right. So now once we yeah, and then also the next one. So once you grab one of these right here. So this is like a plan that you can use. So I'm gonna make a video how to set up these agents to do this work for you, so you can find out this information. And then we're finna set up this next agent, which is the AI servant agent. So let me go ahead and open up another terminal, and then we're gonna CD into all this again. CD. Then we CD into AI. And then now we hit the same command for that last one. What that was the active. Oh, you know what? Let me not. Hold on, let me see if it'll do it. Cause it should. Okay, yep. So, all right. So that was quick. How everything, I ain't had to mess up with that or whatever. But basically, as you see, I went through this whole file, all these files, to go down to this one right here, AI service agents, and I CD to all those, and then I already created the virtual environment. I'm gonna actually show y'all a whole video to walk you through this whole process, and then so then after that, then I hit the Streamlit. So hit this command right here, and it's gonna run this AI agent for marketing. Yep. Hold on. Let me make sure I did this right with this one. So for every one of these, also let me show y'all real quick. I got this. So this right here, repository, when you go to this repository and you click on whatever agent you want to run, this right here breaks down how you set everything up. So you want to, how to start this thing, you want to get clone. You have to download, you have to do all this inside the IDE, the cursor IDE, git clone, CD. CD stand for basically go to the directory, to that directory section or whatever. So this right here is the directory of that. And then you want to create and activate the virtual environment. So like I said, anytime you're using any Python code or working on any kind of Python project, you always want to create a virtual environment. A virtual environment basically creates a machine separate from your machine. So any kind of code that's ran inside this Python code, it does not have access to your actual computer and machine. It only has access to that virtual environment that was created for it. So that's basically what that little step is right there. And then let's see, so I just did that. And then, oh no, I'm tripping. Oh, that's what I'm tripping. I forgot. So all right. So what I just did when I messed up. Also, when you set up the virtual environment, then you want to hit pip install requirements. So it basically looks for the requirement file inside here. Hopefully that switch. Okay, yeah, there I go. My bad about the delay, y'all. When the screen switch. So this right here is the requirement file. It basically has all the different dependents that they have to install. So it's the python.env agency swarm. I believe that's API. That's OpenAI, I mean. And then Streamlit. Streamlit is basically a little technology for building apps fast with Python. So basically this Streamlit kind of is already set up. That's why it was so easy to take this little bit of code right here. And this right here runs these different apps, and it created different. So inside this code, it will give you a little breakdown. These are different agents. So in this, with this orange part right here, these are different descriptions of what the agent is doing and what it's supposed to do. These are basically like the same thing if you type in ChatGTP. Hold on. So if you go on ChatGTP and you type in, where is it? Do I got one open? Or did I close it? I think I closed it. But like how you on ChatGTP and you just type in some information right here. That's the same thing as what this code right here is doing. It's just and it's just in code format. So that way you can. This is kind of like prompt engineering because it has multiple different steps that it follows to make these agents do the task that it's supposed to do, basically. So, all right, so let's go ahead and run this this other one. Let me grab that. So then once you run that install pip, then I run this right here. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Let me make sure I install all this stuff first. Install all of it. Yeah. So as you can see right here, this right here is installing the I don't want to update it. I'm cool. Nothing. So it installed all the dependencies for this project, and then now I should be able to run this stream. Why is it not running? Alrighty. Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong one. I'm running trending. Okay, that's why. So what I did, I messed up. You see, I had this file right here, startup trending. This the wrong file. So this one right here is actually agency, and it's this file right here that says agency. So that's what that is. Is running the that piece of code, and then it still didn't work. What you doing, Junior? Let me go to the actual folder. That's another thing when you. Sometimes they don't run all the same when you're doing this stuff. Let's see if this works better. So you want to make sure you hold up, like too many files in there. Yep, too many files in there. And it's still not working. Make sure I run everything right. Pip install stream. That stream ain't working. No, it don't recognize it. Don't recognize it. Here, let me close this other one. Make sure that might be the issue. Let me see why it ain't working. Let me figure this out real quick. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. AI service agency, yeah. Already run the install. Okay, might have to probably run this one. I know it's one of these ones I have to run this whole thing, get on the PowerShell. So let's see, let's do all this again. Let me just CD and copy all of them. Oh, wrong one. Copy relative path. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Yep. Alright, that's one. Let's type that in there. Okay, now we can just hit that streamlet, see if that work now. Okay, it's on here. Okay. Let's see. Let's try to run it. Oh my God. What's going on? This gonna irk me. Hold on, let me see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I ain't even in a virtual environment in there. What you call me? Let's try that again. Let's see. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Hold on. Let's go ahead and run. Okay, now let's try the streamlet. Okay, I did something wrong. Okay, let me just try to pip install. I might have to update some stuff. Oh no, that ain't work either. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, this gonna irk me, y'all. I gotta figure this out. Well, that's behind the scenes of coding. Hey Google, turn bathroom and bedroom lights off. Alright, y'all. This is, hold on. Alright, that thing's tripping too. My internet.
5 out of 6 lights off.
You lying? Okay. Ain't turning that light off. Alright, let me see if I can go back to this right here. Make sure Streamlit installed on this project. This thing be tripping. Oh, you know what I did when I did that requirement. But I got some kind of error. Yep. Update. Alright. Okay, yeah. Here I gotta do some behind the scenes running stuff real quick. Make sure all this installed properly on this folder. good, y'all. So what I'm doing right now is, okay, I'm basically upgrading my oh, why I close all that stuff? Upgrade my dependencies with pip and all that stuff. So pip stands for like Python. It's a Python dependencies for installing Python code and stuff like that. So I just gotta upgrade this real quick. See if that's the reason why this what you call isn't working. Make sure it's installed globally. Come on, come on. So this right here, when you I'm on a Windows, so if y'all got a Windows, you can do this. You also can do it on a Mac, but it's a different command line and everything like that. But basically, I'm updated the Python pip command. So this right here helps install Python packages. So make sure that's up to date. Alright, so now let's back to this now. You ain't gonna defeat me now. Okay, so now that there are no errors. Let's see if it's fine right now. Oh, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Stop being lazy and typing in. Stream. Lid. What was that command? Agency. Stream lit run. Was that the right one? Make sure. Okay, I'm close it. So okay. Okay, how is this not working? What's going on? Okay, make sure just backtrack, make sure I'm doing everything right. AI service agency, CD. That's already okay. We in there. Stream it. Let's try it again, but without the AI services. Oh my god. What is wrong with this one? Why is it running like the other one? What am I doing wrong? Let's try this one. This one CD. Oh yeah. AI. CD. AI. That's something. Hold on, I didn't. That's That's what I was doing wrong. I'm tripping. I think I started that environment. Okay. Already created. Right. So that probably wasn't the right one to do. So let's try then the PowerShell CD. Awesome. That's been wrong. Okay. The my bad, y'all. I answer any questions and then. Get relative again. I don't know why this thing ain't working with this one. Not able to create process using. Man. Yeah, this gonna irk me out. I figure this out, but next time with all this stuff running, make sure I checked everything right. Oh, you know what? Yeah, cause this takes too long to do all this extra stuff. Close it. Go ahead, close it. Loaded all them was up. Okay, yeah. Don't forget it. Anyway, we really don't need that port anyway. But basically, this is similar to this same one right here. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I know some people probably love all this waiting and stuff. But basically, that little process to grabbing this and taking this information and putting it into the marketing one. Oh, that's gonna irritate me. I ain't got that one working right. But basically, well, it's code. It's developing. I just know some people don't got the patience to do all that waiting and stuff like that. So, but this is what I gotta do. This is what I do every night, basically. But just not with Python. I hate this Python stuff. But I'm getting better at it. I'm learning this stuff with a Python port, but where is it? Forget it. Alright. Alright, but yeah, so these are, well, the main focus of this class today was to talk about how we can work with these little DAOs and use these to create different systems and things like that. But I'm actually gonna get off here on TikTok and I'm gonna just stay on Discord. Yeah, I can see me do this behind the scenes stuff dealing with first getting this. I'm basically gonna be working with this O3 model and these different agents. So I'm trying to develop some different services and software, little SaaS software as a service systems and stuff like that tonight. Before, or I'm probably gonna come on tomorrow too because I'm gonna start going live more often and stuff and make some more videos. But the next class is Monday, obviously, and it's gonna be what is the next class? I think that's dealing with the consensus. Yeah, consensus mechanisms and the proof of works and all that type of stuff. We already kind of talked about it, but we're gonna get into it a little bit better with it and stuff, and then also get back into these how this stuff can help our community. And basically, we're gonna do it with the consensus and smart contracts. So we're gonna skip through these other ones because we kind of already went through these other ones. But it's we really want to get to the point where we build and stuff. That's really what I want to kind of teach everybody and get everybody hooked on it and trying to get everything. But this first couple pages and all these first couple lessons were good to understand how this stuff works and all that type of stuff. So, but this right here, this next Monday, we're gonna just go into a little bit of the consensus and we're gonna work on some some tokens and understand tokenomics and see how this stuff can be used for businesses and how it can help work on with different black-owned businesses and all that type of stuff. So that's what we're gonna be doing with that. And yeah, that's it for the night. Like I said, I'm gonna hop on here and get on to this. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on here and work on some of this code and stuff. But I'm gonna stay in the Discord, so if y'all wanna engage with me in the Discord, you can jump in the Discord and get it going and stuff. My bad about all these comments. I didn't read these comments. My bad. I gotta get a better setup so I can see how all this this information, everything, well, how all this stuff displays and how it works out and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all for joining.